Infertility is not a woman's problem alone. It is a couple's problem. Have you noticed that each time a couple is not able to have children, fingers start pointing at the woman? Some will say that she's barren. Some will say that her womb is blocked. Some will even accuse a woman of having aborted all her babies. And no one ever points at the man. Welcome to Made to Last TV, where we say things relating to marriage and relationship as they are. I want us to change that mindset that infertility is a woman's problem. It is not. Medically, it has been proven that each time there's such problem of infertility in a marriage, 40% of the causes is from the man, 40% is from the woman, 10% is shared by the man and the woman, and the other 10% is what we call idiopathic, that is of unknown origin. So I don't know why we always accuse women. And it's so unfortunate that even in the churches, even churches that are pastored by educated clergymen or pastors, they still make that same mistake. They're always praying for the woman. During what they call altar call, it's always the women that are called. Women who are looking for the fruit of the womb are always the ones to be called out, to be spoken to be prayed for. Nobody ever calls the men. And the truth remains that there are the same way a woman can be affected by infertility, that's how a man can be affected. Therefore, each time there's a problem that each time a couple have stayed for some time, especially if you are newly married, after a year of having sexual intercourse at the right time, and you are not able to achieve pregnancy, both of you should seek help. It is not a woman's problem alone. Please, I want us to change that mindset. It is not a woman's problem alone. As a matter of fact, there are even many more men now that are not fertile compared to the number of women. And this is as a result of a whole lot of things, low sperm count, and then habits such as smoking, drinking, especially excessive consumption of alcohol and other substances, and some illicit drugs as well. Those things contribute. Environmental factors, sometimes that has to do with their job. There are several other things. So there is need to see doctor together as a couple. We should stop blaming women, because most times families, friends, and even church members, once a woman is not able to get pregnant, everyone will focus on the woman. So many women have been shamed. Some have been blamed. Many have been tortured physically, mentally, emotionally, and above in their marriage. Some have even been sent out of their marriage. There's a story that is currently, in fact, I posted that on my wall too, after reading it. A woman that spent 8 years and a half with her first husband. She wasn't able to get pregnant, not even for once. And there are many of such stories. This is not the only one. I've seen many too. Immediately she left. In fact, after much torture, blames, accusations, she remarried. Just the first 9 months, this woman is a mother of triplets. When I posted that on my wall on social media, on Facebook precisely, there were many comments saying that it happened to someone they know. Someone told me it happened to her auntie. Another one said it happened to her friend, and so many like that. Now, here is where the problem is. Men feel insulted when you tell them to go for tests or follow their wives to the hospital, because the society have made it to be so that men are not at fault. Sometimes such men will tell you how they impregnated someone while they were in the university or in the secondary school. Yeah. Even though sometimes that is not true, but let us even assume that it is true. Your body chemistry then, when you were in secondary school and the university, is not exactly the same right now. A lot would have happened to your system. Perhaps you were not even consuming alcohol that time. Perhaps you were not being in traffic. Perhaps you are not working where you are exposed to heat, like driving heavy duty vehicles or operating machineries. Perhaps even age, because the older you get to, the lower the quality of the sperm, especially after the age of 35. You can make your research. So there are a lot of things. Body chemistry changes from time to time. So there are a lot of things that would have happened to your system right now. So that you were able to impregnate a girl some time ago. It's not exactly now. There's need to also do tests now and know the present situation, the quality of your sperm and volume as well, and several other things. Infections also can cause a problem. So the problem is this: men don't like to come to the hospital. And even when many of them manage to do, few of them rather manage to do, I worked in one of the best fertility clinics in Lagos State, and I can tell you, what I'm telling you now is that one of the biggest challenges we faced then is that men don't like to come to the hospital. And even when they do, they don't adhere to their medications. They don't want to take their medications. Their wife will be begging, crying for them to take their medications. Many of them, you are asked to abstain from alcohol, at least while taking their medication. No way. They still want to drink. In fact, they would rather abandon their medications and drink than take their medications and leave alcohol alone. That is not the only one. There are men that have been confirmed to have low sperm count, but they are still chasing after women. That temporary pleasure is more important to them than having children. And in the end, their wife will be blamed. They don't take their medications. They don't like coming to the hospital. They don't want to carry out tests. They feel insulted when you tell them to come to the hospital. They will tell you nothing is wrong with me. How do you know that nothing is wrong with you if you have not gone to the hospital to check? So like I said, some have been confirmed to have low sperm count, but they still womanize. Now the small sperm where you don't even get, you see they go distribute them, give other women, wasting the little that you have. Like that pleasure is more important to you somehow. More important to you than having children. And in the end, who suffers? Women. Family will blame them. Friends will blame them. People will laugh at them. Whereas the man, the culprit, the real culprit, which is the man, is not ready to do anything about it. So, I am practically begging you now, as men, to do the right thing. As a couple, go for testing and treatment. Follow the instructions of the doctors. Take your medications the right way so that together you can achieve pregnancy. Then this one is a warning for the women. It is not by crying. It's not by moving from one prayer house to another. It's not by consuming concussions. They will go and bring the 5 liters of your mother-in-law or your own mother or aunties. We go and bring a gallon of very bitter concussions that without regulations, no dosage. They will give you 5 liters, 10 liters, 20 liters of herbal products to be consuming. Why are you consuming such things and damaging your organs? You know that those such concussions can damage your kidneys, your liver, and other organs. Why are you consuming those things when your husband may be the problem? Why are you guys, even women, always believing that you are the problem? And anything they tell you to consume, you consume. If they tell you to eat excreta, they tell you to eat animal dung, cow poo-poo, you will eat just because you want to get pregnant. You'll be crying here and there, going from one church to another, when you can actually do the right thing by having both of you get tested. Church will not get you pregnant. Herbal products will not get you pregnant. It is a man that will get you pregnant. And if your husband's reproductive system is not in order, there is no magic that you will do to get pregnant. So don't waste your life. And I will tell you this practically. If you try everything you can and the man is not ready, then use your brain. You don't have to. And I'm not saying you should go and commit adultery. If he is not ready to do what needs to be done, talk to his family, talk to anybody that needs to hear. Don't cover anybody. I watched a video where some women in Igbo land during August meeting were telling their wives, women how to cover their husband. that even if the man is not fertile, even if the man is impotent, you should cover him. Nobody should hear it. Who advises, who gives that kind of dumb advice? Do the right thing. Don't keep quiet and swallow everything. The whole world will be blaming you when your husband is not ready to do anything. You guys should go together. It is a couple's problem, not a woman's problem. Go together, get tested, take your medications, and believe me, God will answer your prayer. Faith without work is dead. You don't just go and pray alone. Do the right thing. Take practical steps such as getting medical help. Then when you pray, God will direct the doctors and the nurses on what to do. And the medications you are taking, God will make it work. Don't just pray alone. Prayer alone will not help you. If you have been blessed by my message today, please like, share, and subscribe. And turn on the bell icon so that you get a notification when I post. Once again, this is Made to Last TV. See ya again.